starting her own business. Codianne Barrett reports.
Beauty Stop by Pageant Boss is a Jamaican-owned makeup line for women of color.
Like most entrepreneurs, especially in the beauty care industry, Nicole Stoddart was driven into business because of frustration she had finding the right makeup for herself. As a woman of color and one who entered beauty pageants in the past, she said criticisms of her makeup in competition, which she was getting wrong, drove her to find a solution. Now, adopting the name Pageant Boss from her days on the runway, this young woman from rural St. James, who grew up in a girls' home, is pushing to share her solutions with the world.
I started Beauty Stop by Pageant Boss 1 year ago. I was working a full-time job, and I did a makeup course because I wanted to learn how to do my makeup, being in the pageant industry. It was a struggle getting the right foundation shades to match my skin tone and my undertone, so I always got it wrong. So I did the makeup course with hopes to learn how to do my own makeup, and whilst doing the course I became fascinated on the whole invention of makeup and how it came about and how they came with mascara. And then after I completed my makeup course, now I decided to start my own makeup line.
But she said things were not straightforward in the beginning, with the quality of the product she was getting not up to scratch.
So what I did was I went and did market research. I get to understand the different type of skin undertones for our Jamaican women. And I made my own foundation formula. I did my research, I started mixing primary colors with secondary colors. So what I do, I stay home, I create my own foundation formula to match the skin tone of the Jamaican woman and the skin undertone as well. And then once I'm satisfied with that, what I do, I send it off to my manufacturing plant.
Now she has approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, for her line of mineral-based makeup products. Before getting that stamp of approval, she said understanding what products worked best with each skin type was her biggest challenge. But having conquered that hurdle, she now ventures into a $530 billion global industry, and she's confident.
You can put us against the big brands and we will stand out and make an impact just the same.
It's why she's pushing outside Jamaica to start Pageant Boss USA with a base in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and hopes of distributing in New York and Florida. But she was not always doing this business full-time. Ms. Stoddart says the COVID-19 pandemic, while being a crisis, has caused her to focus on leveraging the opportunities from her line.
I was doing this part-time, I was working full-time job, and then COVID came, I got redundant from my job, so I had all these inventory at home, I didn't know what to do.
But now that she's started, for her, the sky is the limit.
When I started my makeup line, I used to, save from my paycheck. Like each time I get paid, I would save a percentage, and put it towards, because I had a goal to do the makeup line, so I knew how much I needed to start.
Codianne Barrett, TVJ News.
In news overseas now, over 100 people are missing and feared dead in northern India after a Himalayan glacier broke and crashed into a dam, triggering a huge flood on Sunday. The disaster took place about 310 miles north of New Delhi, causing immense flooding and forcing villages to be evacuated. So far, 7 bodies have been recovered. According to local authorities, the avalanche struck at about 11 a.m., destroying the dam. More than 50 people working at the project are feared dead. Emergency crew managed to rescue 16 workers who had been trapped inside a tunnel that had been filled with debris. Indian media said around 30 others were trapped in a second tunnel, with emergency crews prepared to work through the night to rescue them. And the Primetime News package continues with sports after this break.
The Business Review, brought to you by...
Get up to 100%